Hi, today I want to discuss regarding the journey or the life journey of a fake guru or some of the fake gurus of India. To name it, we can have so many fake gurus like Sadguru, the double Sri Ravi Shankar, then Ram Rahim, Patanjali. So many people are there. So we don't. I don't want to focus on anybody in particular, but in general. Let us see what are the things that all these fake gurus are in general. They will have an ashramam. Second thing, they will make a big stage before you, and they will have a particular chair, a special chair for them to be seated. They are focusing mainly to the audience in Europe. They used to have occasional European trips, and they usually speak about things which the common man or the ordinary person cannot understand, and they speak in such a way that they are talking about the big things or the metaphysical things or the things which cannot be described in an ordinary language, but only certain people can understand it and only certain people can have the ability to understand that. So for an ordinary common brain for an ordinary common man, he will think that these people know something, something bigger than that they can visualize or that they can understand, and they began to respect them. And these common people are being brainwashed by these people in such a way that they will perform lot of dances and magics on the big stages that they themselves have made before them, and they keep themselves in a special seat. The chair is also very particular. You just look into the Nityananda. You can also see the chair of Nityananda, or you just see any chair on which these people are seated. Most of these people are in white and white. Of course, there are some controversies. Nityananda used to appear in white and white and in some robes also, but mostly they rely upon only white and white. So all these things when comes along, you can become a god man. So what is a god man? God man is a person who has special abilities, who himself is telling to you that he has certain special abilities. Especially if we can look into the case of Sadguru means, as if the name itself suggests that he is a very good guru. Otherwise people may think that he may be a bad guru. That's why he named himself as Sadguru. Or look at the name of Sri Ravi Shankar. What is the use of using two Sris before the name of any person? Because he want more and more respect. Otherwise, he fear that people may give less respect. For this to gain respect and to gain attention, they will do some like Satya Sai Baba. All these people are Satya hai. Satya means the truth. They speak only truth. Never rely upon any lies. For that, they will go to any extent in their words to convince you that, or convince the people, or convince the mob before them that they are really the avatars that this century needs. And of course, they often rely upon science to explain many phenomena or many things which they described, or which or many of the teachings they already said to their followers. They will rely upon the science to describe it. Of course, they may not have any scientific basis, but they often describe it with scientific basis. You can also watch some of the videos by Nityananda regarding E is equal to MC square. He is telling that E is not equal to MC square, and he is describing in which way it is not equal to E is not equal to MC square. So actually, this is a very comedy scene. We will never be in a serious mood when we are watching this. It is a very comedy scene. So but the real fact is that these people are really detrimental to our society, because they are feeding up common man and brainwashing these people with idiotic items and things which keeps them stop their progressing in the society, especially in India. One thing that some years before, when the present sarkar, the present government was there, the still Modi was there as prime minister, there was another government. At that time there was no Sadguru. It was Patanjali's time. And right now, Patanjali become a multi-millionaire. And what I heard is that, if it is true, is that he is owning an island in Britain, and he is multi-millionaire. And but the problem is, or the problem with Patanjali is that, of course, he appeared in a red attire, and the same thing with a long beard. He used to conduct yoga classes and give a lot of teachings, but he was not good in English. But in the second term of BJP government, now we have got uh, a guru who himself is calling himself a Sadguru, and he is very good in English. And he used to go to even to IIT and the many big institutions in India to teach them regarding science and other things relating to it. And you, of course, you can see a lot of YouTubes in which Sadhguru has been questioned by lawyers. Even he went to a law college and he couldn't explain many things, because when he usually it is a thing that when he faces a question in to which he cannot address, he will go to some other atomic energy or something to explain some other things, not to address the question, so that the main focus to be shifted. And otherwise, of course, he is also having a lot of followers there to clap when he says any idiotic things he says. Also, there will be some claps. We all know that in India what is happening now is that the community is going or march forwarding towards religion rather than being scientific basis. This is not the era of Nehru. Nehruvian era is already over. At that time, because of that only one person as the prime minister, India has never been into the pit of any religion. One time, there was a dam inauguration in India. It's a Bakranakal Dam. It's the biggest dam in India, and it was supposed to be inaugurated by Jawaharlal Nehru. And they came. Some priests came there with Purna Kumbha to inaugurate. At that time, Nehru said that we don't need temples or churches here. We need more dams and power stations, and these power stations and dams are should be our temples. That was a narrative given by our prime minister, but we cannot expect that from anybody, from any person nowadays, because the mentality has been changed. The politics itself has gone to a such a state that they don't see much to do the progress of the nation. They want to catch more voters rather than being focused into the progress of the nation. Because of all these things, we know, or we can see lot of gurus are coming up nowadays, and these gurus are always supporting the present government, and of course they are benefiting each other. And one other point is that the point that I said before is that all these gurus are having ashramas. So they are demanding their followers to give money so that they can use this same money to do some kind of charity. But the thing is that suppose if we are giving 100 rupees, if they got the 100 rupees, they are not giving all these 100 rupees to charity work. They may give 5 rupees to charity work, and 95 rupees will go to their own ashramas or to build up their own establishments, like colleges, hospitals, all these things. And in the colleges, hospitals also, they are charging a lot of donations. Again, the same thing, the charity. And if it is going to charity, they don't need to give taxes. We know we have Amritanandamayi Hospital and many institutions done by Amritanandamayi. Actually, it is supposed to give free treatment to the needy patients, but they are not giving. They are charging a lot. And religion has become a bigger institution than the government, possibly, and they can heap a lot of money in the name of some falsified stories, and that is called religion. People will go there and give money as much as they want. They may even give their lifetime property. Especially in Amadandamayi Madam, it is like that. You have to give your full property and they will take care of you. So where all this property will go? To the ashramam. So ashramam, you know that once the ashramam is coming up, if you apply some logical mind into it, you can know that where the money is going is not for the development of not for the development of the society, or not for helping the poor. It is the charity is actually going to the development of ashramam activities. And why they are focusing these European communities? They are all these Sadgurus or all these Guru or Amma, all these people are frequently going to Europe or America. Why? Because money is there. Their focus is money only. They need money to come from there. And another thing is that why we often see these gurus and this Amma are being surrounded by white people, the white colored people. Why? We can't see seldom, very rare Indian people are surrounding these people. Why? Because the problem is in the attitude of Indians itself. Because when we see a community in which some English people, some white collar people are there to follow this so-called Amma or so-called God, we feel that there is something, some substance in it, so we will definitely follow it. So that is the psychology behind all these things. So it is a good thing that in the new generation, lot of people are coming against these kind of stupidities. But there are, of course, there are lot of followers always in majority for this god man or god woman. So this is the actual state that is happening nowadays in India, and I think it is progressing also. So when we are educating our children, especially I will say that during Corona time we have got a lot of time to for the children also to be in the home with their parents. And if the parents have a good vision, they can give that vision directly to the kids because they have got a lot of time. And how they did it, I don't know, because it depends upon the mentality that we are having right now. Do we have to go into a society which focus on religion, or do we have to go into a society which focus on science only, which we had before? I think 1962, from 1947 to 62 we had that society here because it was Nehru as our prime minister. And then it goes down, down, down. Now we are in a state that we are definitely going into the religious society. So if do religion is good for a society or science is good for a society, we have to think about it. Because right now we can see Afghanistan, what is happening? They are eating only religion and they don't have anything to eat as food. So they are striving for food, and we have seen what is happening in the airport in Afghanistan, how the people are fleeing away from Afghanistan and not going to Afghanistan. So just like in Syria. So India should not be like that. We never want India to be like that or any other country to be like that. And one point is the thing is that why all the people are going to America or England or to Europe, because there they are not focusing much on religion. They are focusing into science and the well-being of society. Like you can see Sweden, Finland, all these Scandinavian countries, religion have no focus, or religion have no importance in their society. They don't even care about religion. They care about the well-being of society. And whoever you are, if you have the talent and if you have the potentiality, you can become whatever you can. But in India we know that we have a lot of reservations and all those things. I don't want to tell more about it because if we go into that, then it will be another video. So because that much we have to tell about it. So I just want to remind that India had a history where we have people like Ambedkar and people like Nehru, or people like Subhash Chandra Bose was there, who have a true modern approach in which there was no religion basis in it. So I would like to say that we as Indians, or we have to say that we are world citizens. So if we are to go into that way, we don't need to keep any boundaries. Instead of that, we need to think more rational and more scientific, so that religion could not be a thing in our society or in our culture. So with that, I'm ending this video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe, please share and like. Thank you very much.